All right, weekly vlog. I suck at putting out videos this week. I'm just not gonna lie. I have 2 or 3 in the shoot. I released Mile Deep's wheel yesterday. I'm gonna do the interior tomorrow, Sunday. So today's Saturday, May 10th. We'll have Mile Deep interior definitely tomorrow. It's edited, it's ready to go. Then I have 1 more Mile Deep video that I need to record, which is on Sheen and Shield, and then I'll have a full line video out. Sheen and Shield are both foam-on products, so I have to mess around with those. I actually used one of them improperly in one of my other videos and then cut it all out because I didn't realize that I did it until the end. I have received a ton of new stuff this week. It just seems like all of these things that I've been waiting on for a long time just all showed up in the same week, which is both great and simultaneously overwhelming. So just talk through some of the things that are coming up on the channel. You guys can post down below the ones that you're most interested in, and I can try to prioritize those because right now there's just a bunch of stuff, and it's going to be a little, I don't know, scattershot to see what gets done next. So here are some things that I have. So first off, the new IK eFoamer, eFoam Pro 2 came in. These have, they were talked about at SEMA. We played with them last year in November when waiting for them to come out. Finally, they came out. I ordered one, it just arrived. Came on like Wednesday or Thursday last week. So I have it here, it works. I used it at SEMA, I like it. We'll do a video on it. Likely that's going to mean that my IK Foam Pro 2 Plus is going to get sold. So that will probably end up on secondhand detailing. What else? I picked up some different items from Shine Supply. I happened to be in Bakersfield last week and they had a Shine Supply, well, a place there that sold Shine Supply. So I picked up Shift, Hot Shot, Cruise, and Ignition. I also have Wise Guy, which I've used before on video. Becca was nice enough to send a bunch of Naziol stuff to Adamo and I, so I'm gonna test it out and then I'm gonna forward it all to Adamo. So I have Clean, I have ZR53, I have Leather Booster Trim Coat, all of those. She also sent over Ethos Easy Glass, which is a glass coating. And she sent over X-Graph, which is from Black Rhino, another coating. I got the new Press-Alls, the new Press-All Pro Series. And as you know, I have all of the old Press-Alls and I've had these for years. So I have a lot to play around with these and see how they are. I have the new Pro Series labels as well, the black labels from OG. So we'll get to mess around with those too. These I bought, the labels were sent to me for free, just being transparent. But those I bought. I have this, which doesn't exist yet. So this is Ragnarok, which is their acid wheel cleaner for Detail Co. It's not out yet, but I had a demo product sent to me for that. I also had, NextLed sent me a coating light, which I bought a bunch of their lights. They sent me this one to play around with, which I've used it on camera in some videos, but I haven't done a specific video on this, and I do need to do that. Also, they sent me their new pen light, which is right here. So this arrived this week. That I've had for a couple weeks. This is pretty cool. It's got a light on the front and then like 2-stage on the inside. And then there's also a UV curing light as well. If you press and hold, UV comes on, which you can't really see on camera, but it's up here at the top. Pretty sweet, magnetic. It's got rulers on it and stuff. It's magnets on 2 sides. Really, really nice little pen light. So playing around with that a little bit. That arrived this week as well. And then this came. So this is the ShineMate EB212. This is the 3-inch random orbit. They also make a rotary. I will be ordering the EB213, which is the rotary, when that is available, which should be later in May. I don't know when it'll be available. I got this from Carzilla. They're sold out at this point, but I got it from Carzilla. They had them in stock for about a day. I was waiting on Parks to get them in stock, and Parks doesn't have them yet. So I don't know what the deal is, but you can keep an eye on Carzilla. They are getting them. It works well. You can hear it on camera. It's pretty quiet. It is definitely different than the Mirka, and I'm going to do a whole video on that. It might actually end up being 2 videos. I don't know, but I'm going to compare the two. I do have the Mirka. I've had the Mirka for a long time. I had it before it was available on OG, a couple years now, and I love the Mirka. I use it all the time. I wanted to play around with this and see, is it good enough? It's half the price. So we'll see how that is. And like I said, I do have the rotary. I plan to purchase the rotary as well and see how that is. There's also another one that's available in the UK that looks, it's a Mirka clone, we'll call it. I'm gonna try to get my hands on that as well and maybe include all 3 of them. But this guy's pretty cool. A lot of people have told me if I don't keep it, they want to buy it. So I'm sorry, if you're interested in it, it's already sold if I don't keep it. And it's likely that I will sell it when I'm done with it because I do have the Merca, and I don't see myself selling the Merca to keep the Shine Mate. I'll probably sell the Shine Mate to keep the Merca because since I own both, there's sunk cost in that already. Yeah, so all of this stuff is here and needs to be tested and videoed and all of that stuff. And it's been a really, really busy couple of weeks at work. So it's been hard for me to get out here and just spend the time doing it. Through most of it at this point. So I think that I'm going to be able to get back on track now and start releasing a couple videos a week again, like I was pretty consistently for a while there. We're done moving Jessica's mom and her uncle and all of that stuff. We finished that like literally today. So I spent the whole day moving her uncle into his new place. The GLK is dialed. I've got all of the maintenance and stuff done. The lift is done. The tires are installed. Everything is really good on that. I finally got the last couple pieces of chrome painted black. You can actually see that here. So like the rear under piece, this, the exhaust tips, all of that painted black, all done. You can see the balls out of it now because I'm not towing a trailer this week. Well, I'm done towing a trailer for a while. Following the lift, I actually have to get a slightly different size receiver because the ball's about an inch high, but it's fine. It's more something that's like nitpicky than actual. The stereo's awesome in it. I love it. It sounds so good. I'm really, really happy with it. So I'm at a point now where it's like, just drive the damn thing, Jeff, and just drive it. Just put some miles on it. So it's got like 94,000, 95,000. I put like 6 or 7 on it already myself since I've owned it. It's been super solid. Zero issues, and I really like these cars. So the only other thing that I need to do is I want to do a brake fluid service on it, brake fluid change. Probably wait till my next oil change to do that because I have to lift it up and pull the tires and do all of that stuff, and I literally just did all that. So I have Modal 5.1 over there. I'm not having any problems with the brakes, and the fluid actually looks pretty clean, honestly, which is why I'm not rushing it, but I will do it at some point in the future. I'm going to need to pick up another quart of 5.1 because, or I guess they're pints. They're 16 ounce or 500 ml bottles, so 16.9 ounces. So really you need like 1.5 liters is kind of like the magic number because you need to empty the reservoir, fill the reservoir, and then put it in your brake bleeder, the Motive brake bleeder that I have, and then pressurize it. And if you're like, a liter is just borderline. It's not quite enough to be able to make sure that you've got all of the old fluid out. So 1.5 is kind of the number. Yeah, other than that, I have 4 dirty cars here right now. The GLK is the most dirty, but the green Mini hasn't been washed in probably 3 months. I've only driven it a handful of times in that amount of time, but I got it the other day and it told me that I'm gonna need an oil change again soon. I've only put 600 miles on it since I did my last oil change. It's ridiculous. I need to drive the car. But I just always seem to be hauling stuff around, e-waste and kids and stuff, and I just always seem to be driving the SUV because of that. I need to take some time to just enjoy that car because the car is amazing. Interestingly enough, it has appreciated in value. So when we bought it, it was $50,200. That was just the cost of the car. We ended up getting $2,000 off as a returning Mini owner because I currently owned a Mini, or I had owned a Mini in the last 2 years. That's their guideline for it. But I, at the time, currently owned a Mini. You don't need to trade a Mini on a Mini, but if you're a current owner of a Mini, then there's a scale of a rebate that they'll give you towards the car, depending on what car you're buying. So in this case, because it was a JCW and Signature and like all the high-end packages, it ended up being a $2,000 rebate. So we paid $48,200 for the car, which is a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it is a BMW. It's basically a BMW 2 Series, very, very similar vehicle, same engine package, suspension. A lot of the stuff is the same, but it's basically a BMW 2 Series. So I paid $48,200. And I looked up the Kelley Blue Book on it today, and it's worth like $50,400 with its current mileage and condition and all of that stuff. So that's pretty nuts. I've never had a brand new car appreciate in value. I've had a used car appreciate in value twice. One was a Golf R and one was a GLC 43. Both of those had to do with COVID because they're limited production cars. They were harder to get. COVID made supply chain issues, and then all of a sudden the value shot through the roof because dealers were adding ADM or added dealer markup to those cars. So it ended up being more expensive to purchase them new, which made the used cars worth more money as well. So that is pretty interesting to me, and that's why I'm trying to keep it pristine. I do want to enjoy the car. It does have PPF on it. I can drive it. I can enjoy it. Everything is cool. But I mean, it doesn't have a rock chip on it. It doesn't have a scratch on it. It's in really, really good shape. This summer, I'll spend some more time driving it. I'll probably also go over it with like a one-step polish, remove the coating. It has CSL Exo on it. It's been on it now for 2 years and a little bit over 2 years. I'll probably recoat it with Odin. So I've had a bottle of Odin sitting in my cabinet for, well, since it came out. And I wanted to use that on something special because it's kind of a special collab, Fine Lab and Detail Co. And I thought it would just be a fun one to do on that car because it's probably something I'm going to keep long term. And yeah, see how that works out. Oh, and then the Corolla. Everybody's been asking about the Corolla. Well, the Corolla's still here, sitting over there. It runs good. It's got new tires on it. Everything's cool. I need to spend some time driving it, honestly. What I want to do is get all of the monitors set, and EVAP isn't set yet. Everything else is. I left it in the driveway with the key on one day, and the battery went dead. I don't know why. I left it in the driveway with the key on. I was like messing with the stereo or something like that in it. And anyway, the battery went dead. So I had to reset all of the stuff again and drive it around and get everything to like set, which Catalyst takes a while, and so does EVAP. And then maybe 3 weeks later, I was driving it around and I left my scan tool plugged into it. And I guess my scan tool draws power when the car is turned off too. And that also ran the battery dead. So now I've run the battery dead twice, even though it's a brand new battery. So I've been driving it around a little bit here and there. Again, like I tend to have to haul stuff and you know, it's just like, it's a Corolla. Not that it doesn't have any room, but it doesn't have a ton of room. So I'm gonna get that sold by the end of May. That is my goal, to have that gone by the end of May, because the smog works for 90 days and we just got that all set. So yeah, this weekend, like I said, we were helping her uncle move. I've been working on cleaning up the garage because I just had a ton of stuff here, boxes and things from moving and like all this new stuff that came in and boxes from all of that. It's like 4 or 5 shipments sitting here. And you know, there's actually more on the way. I gotta, you know, and I really appreciate these brands. Like I don't ask for stuff, honestly, but a lot of them are really giving and you know, really kind. And a lot of them do things with no strings attached. They just send me stuff, which I'm really grateful for. You know, so like I mentioned, I got an Instagram message from NextLED that they sent me the pen light. I ordered the coating light myself, but I had gotten an Instagram message from them that they sent me the pen light. A couple days later, it shows up. And then I randomly got a shipping notification from the House of Rags for wheel acid. And then a couple days later, it showed up. And actually, there were 2 bottles in there. One is for Adamo, so I have to forward one to Canada for him. And then, yeah, Becca just says, hey, can you send me a shipping label? And I'm like, sure. And a box shows up at my house. Like, anyway, I really appreciate these people. I really appreciate those that are supporting me. Oh, Armor Detail Supply just did it to me too. So I randomly got a shipping notification from Armor Detail Supply that their new APC is headed towards me, which interestingly enough is called Clean APC. I think that there's another detailing brand out there that's also called Clean. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but whatever, it is what it is. I got all that going on. I am gonna spend some time going through my cabinets and my towels. I have to kind of restock some of my towels and clean up my cabinet. I might blow some older ones out that I don't really use very much and get some newer ones. I'm waiting for the Mini Goat to come out. I'm waiting for a couple other you know, new towels that I know are coming to come out. I have a whole pile of rinseless sponges. I want to kind of like filter that down and just get one that I really like and have, you know, 3 or 4 of them, same one. The cabinet's just full and there's a lot of stuff in there that I don't use. I've got a lot of like the very large gauntlets, whatever they are, 24 by 36. Great towel. I just don't use them because I don't need something that big. A 16 by 27 dries my whole car. So anyway, all that to say, I'm gonna try to go through some of that stuff. There's gonna be some more stuff on secondhand detailing that's gonna be coming up. I already have a bunch of stuff in the bin over there. Marilex Axle Foamer, I still have some Iron Buster, there's a couple other things that are sitting over there. So there'll be a bunch of things that are coming up for sale. I might blow out a couple of my foam cannons. I have 7, 8 of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 foam cannons. I don't need 8 foam cannons. I think the magic number is probably 4. Like a hard wash, a soft wash, or an alkaline and acid wash, a regular like gentle snow foam, standard pH neutral wash, and then like a wheel. I'd say 4 is kind of the number. You know, the griots will be my preference because they make it really easy with the metering tips and the standard thread, the 16-ounce bottle thread in the inside for me to test things without dumping them into the reservoir and mixing it all up and all of that stuff. So I do have a bunch of metering tips. I got these from CleanRight. I have like 15 of them. So I have to test all of those and see how they work. And then, yeah, oh, and new pad washer guards, more of them came in. So there's another 25. I think I'm up to 105 total, something like that. Every one of those at this point is sold, meaning that I haven't sent the invoices out to everybody yet, but I have 25 people that want them and I have 25 sitting on the shelf. So we'll see if they pay. If somebody doesn't pay, we only had one person out of the original 75 that didn't. I'm guessing that people will. So I expect to get invoices out. I'm gonna work on some more today, work on some more tomorrow. I expect to get invoices out for everybody this week. So by the time you see this video, you should have an invoice. If you don't, and you want one, make sure you message me, but also check your junk mail. Sending PayPal invoices, once you pay them, I'll ship them out. I shipped out 10 of them already this week. I'm just kind of going in the order that people originally emailed me. So it takes time. It all takes time. So just working through it. Yeah, I think that's really it. I did this the other day, which is kind of cool. So these are shelves from Poca Premium, and these are polisher holders. So I have my 2 5-inches here, my rotary and my DA, or rotary DA. And then this is the Mirka 3-inch DA. This is actually an SPTA. It's a 5-inch, but it's like an 8mm. It's like for app adhesion promoter polish. And this is a 1-inch Mirka, which I've been playing around with. This thing's pretty sweet as well. And then this is a Poca Premium. So these are all Poca Premium holders. This is a Poca Premium holder. It's actually technically a roll of tape holder, but it's like the perfect size for the solo sprayers. So you see I have 2 of them on there. There's a 3rd one over there. So all 3 of them fit on there really nicely. They make one that'll fit 1, and they make this one that'll fit 3. This is like it's like a 16-inch version. And then this is a towel roll holder. And this is an 80 count, 12-inch TRC, the Rip-and Rag. Roller Rag is auto fiber. So 12-inch wide, 80 count, fits on here perfectly. And then this is a glove box holder, which is really cool. And I'm gonna try to get another one of these. I think I might be able to put garbage bags in them as well. So anyway, I've just been working on some of this stuff. I think this cart is gonna go, this orange cart that's kind of sitting off camera here. Currently it's just a place where I put a bunch of crap and it just piles up and I'm not really using it. So I think I'm just gonna get rid of that and just clean things up a little bit, try to hang stuff on the wall, try to have things kind of on display, and then just lower the quantity of products that I have. I just have so much stuff. So I've been working on selling a lot more than I've been getting, but you know, at the same point, there's still new stuff coming out. I know House of Rags is releasing 2 or 3 more brands this year. So I know that there will be more stuff to be testing. And then I also, of course, want to get into Geon, and I've got Shine Supply here and some other stuff that's not House of Rags related, you know, just lines that I haven't really gone through yet. So that is all I have for today on the weekly vlog. I appreciate you guys coming by. I hope that you're having a great day, and I hope you have a good weekend. There'll be a lot more content coming out. It's not for lack of product or wanting to do it, it's just more a lack of time. So just getting to it and prioritizing it and make sure everything. This probably 15-minute vlog takes 2 hours to make happen. So, you know, just realistically. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great day.